Dear students, in this lecture we are going to solve some problems related to the standard limits. So before that we need to recall those formulas. So the list of formulae. So yesterday in the previous class we have discussed about all these things. So let us see once again one by one. Number 1, limit x tends to 0. So sin x by x is 1. Or you say x may be theta also, no problem. So limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is also 1. Second one, limit x tends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. Third one, limit x tends to a, x to the power of n minus a to the power of n divided by x minus a. Then so it is n into a to the power of n minus 1. Fourth one, limit x tends to 0. So it is a 1 plus x all to the power of 1 by x. So which is equals to e. E is an irrational number. Number 5, limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is logarithm of a to the base e. Base e logarithm. Number 6, that is which is related to a power x minus 1. So it is limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 by x. So just a is replaced with e. Then it is log e base e. Log e base e is so 1. And seventh one, limit x tends to 0. So logarithm of 1 plus x to the base e divided by x is equals to 1. So based on these formulas, so we will solve some problems. So the problem number 1. So show that limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. So here we need to show the limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is so 1. Now, so here limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is there. So tan x by x. Now, see here the tan can be written as sin by cos. So limit x tends to 0, tan x is, so this is sin x by cos x into 1 by x. Now, so this is limit x tends to 0. Now you can write it as sin x by x into 1 by cos x. So this is the f of x and g of x form. So limit x tends 0, f of x into g of x. So we need to apply the limit for this and this also. So if you apply them as x is goes to 0, sin x by x is 1, and the limit x tends 0, 1 by cos 0 is 1. So 1 by 1, that is 1. So which is equals to 1. So the limit of this function is 1. So left hand side is equals to right hand side. So let us see second one. So evaluate limit x tends to 0. Now so it is a sin of ax by sin of bx, where b is not equal to 0. If b is 0, then so this will be a 0. The denominator part is 0, and a and b are also not equal. Now see the solution for this. So limit x tends to 0. Now see here you can observe the numerator and denominator. The numerator and denominator that contains a sine function. Now so we have the formulas like sin x by x and sin x by x, but instead of x here ax is there. Now so try to divide. Here x is not equal to 0, we can divide the numerator and denominator with x. So this becomes limit x tends to 0 sin of ax by x whole divided by sin of bx by x. Right? Now so your limit x tends 0 f by g form. So that you need to apply the limit in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So x tends to 0. Now say this is a sin of ax by x whole divided by limit x tends to 0 sin of bx by x. Now see here we know the formula, that is sin x by x, as x is goes to 0 only 1, but here it is sin of ax is there, but in the denominator it is x only. So here this quantity is 1 whenever here the angle is always same. So here ax is there, here ax is present, then you need to make it as a. So here a is a constant value, so that we can multiply and divide the a. So here multiply and divide with a. Now so here b. Then so what happens? So this is the limit x tends to 0. Then this is a. Or before that, so the formula is sin x by x as x is goes to 0, but as x goes to 0, then sin ax by ax is 1 or not. So we need to check. So here the value as x is goes to 0, then ax is also goes to 0, and in the denominator bx is also goes to 0. A and b are any two real numbers. X goes to 0 means ax also goes to approaches to 0, and bx also approaches to 0. Now so you can replace this with limit b ax tends to 0, then it is, here I am writing like this, a is a constant value, limit ax tends to 0 sin ax by ax is 1 in the denominator, so b is a constant value, b into limit x tends to 0, instead of x tends to 0 we can write it as bx tends to 0 also. So limit bx tends to 0 sin bx by bx is also 1. So therefore this is a by b. So the limit of this function is a by b. So then if a is any other real number, then so directly you can write the answer for this type of problems is directly then so this constant by this constant. So for example, limit x tends 0 sin 5x by cos sin 7x is there. So the answer is 5 by 7 simply. So that so this is like it is a formula. Here we can write one note. That is limit x tends to 0 tan of ax by tan bx is a by b. Number 1. Number 2, if it is mixed with the sin and tan also no problem. So it is limit x tends to 0. So like it is a sin of ax by tan of bx. So this is also a by b, where b is not equals to 0. So remember these two things as a formula. Or tan ax by sin bx also no problem. So it is a by b only. Now so let us see the problem number 3. So evaluate limit x tends to 0 a to the power of x minus 1 by b power x minus 1. So problem వచ్చిందంటే దానికి రిలేటెడ్ ఫార్ములా ఏంటో రివైజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో a greater than 0 or b greater than 0, and so b is not equals to 1. b is not equals to 1. Right? This is related to which formula? So we have a formula limit x tends to 0 a to the power of x minus 1 by x, that is 1. So you need to create the problem so like this, like a power x minus 1 by x and b power x minus 1 by x. So that divide the numerator as well as denominator with x. So here limit x tends to 0 a power x minus 1 divided by b power x minus 1 is given. Now so when x is not equal to 0, then limit x tends to 0 Then say this is a to the power of x minus 1 by x by b to the power of x minus 1 by x. So as we know, limit a power x minus 1 by x is not 1, so it is a logarithm of a to the base e, right? So here we need to apply the limit for numerator as well as denominator. Then limit extends 0, a power x minus 1 by x is, so this is a logarithm of a to the base e, right? And so divided by, so limit extends to 0, b power x minus 1 by x is logarithm of b to the base e, or simply we can write it as a logarithm of a to the base b also, no problem. So the answer is either log a to the base e divided by log b base e, or log a to the base b also. So both are correct. And compute or evaluate the limit of, or limit extends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 divided by root of 1 plus x minus 1. Now see, so before recall the related formula, first directly apply the limit. Then what happens, as x goes to 0, then it is root of 1 plus 0 means 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 0, so the denominator value is 0. Here the denominator is vanishes, so therefore it may be indeterminate form. Now so in the denominator root of square radicals are present. So here what we have to do, so we need to rationalize the denominator. So maybe so we may get some factors, common factors, or that may convert into a formula. So here limit extends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 divided by square root of 1 plus x minus 1. Now so this is limit extends to 0. Now e to the power of x minus 1 by square root of 1 plus x minus 1. Now so multiply and divide the root of 1 plus x plus 1 divided by 1 plus x 1, right? Now so this becomes limit extends to 0. Here it is e to the power of x minus 1 into root of 1 plus x plus 1 whole divided by, here it is a minus b into a plus b form. So root of 1 plus x is a and 1 is b, so it is a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b whole square means it is 1 plus x, root of 1 plus x whole square means 1 plus x, and minus 1 square is minus 1, right? Now so here you may get so plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. Now so we can express this as like this. So it is f of x into g of x form, so that the limit can be written as limit extends to 0, e to the power of x minus 1 by x into, we need to apply the limit for this function also, limit extends to 0, root of 1 plus x plus 1. Then what happens, so here limit extends 0, e power x minus 1 by x is already, we know it is 1, right? Now so this is apply the limit, root of 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 into 1 plus 1, so finally this is 2. So the limit for the given function is 2. So problem number 5. So evaluate limit extends to 1 log x to the base e divided by x minus 1. Now so recall, so if we apply direct limit, then what happens, it is 1 minus 1, so 0, so the denominator is 0, 0 by 0, so it may be indeterminate form, so that we need to apply a formula or create a common factor. Now so in the numerator it is a logarithmic function, so we don't know how to express that in a factorized form, right? Now is there any formula which is related to this? No. Now so if we replace x minus 1 as some other variable like y, then it becomes, see, like, so put this x minus 1 is some other variable y anukunna, then the value of y is goes to 0 as x goes to 1 kada, x value 1 అయినప్పుడు y value 0 అయిపోతుంది. So here we can write it as x equals to y plus 1. సో ఫైనల్ ప్రాబ్లం మొత్తం చేంజ్ చేసుకోండి. సో కన్వర్ట్ ద గివెన్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇంటూ వైస్ సో దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లిమిట్ ఎక్స్ టెన్స్ టు 1 లాగర్థమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ టు ద బేస్ ఈ బై ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ 1. అప్పుడు చూడండి ఎక్స్ గోస్ టు 1 అండ్ వై గోస్ టు 0 అయిపోయింది. సో లిమిట్ y tends to 0 log of x can be written as y plus 1 to the base e divided by, now this is x minus 1, okay, this is x minus 1, so x minus y 1 is nothing but y. Now so there is a formula which is related to limit x tends 0 log of x plus 1 by x is 1, right? So here we can apply that formula, so which is equals to 1. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏ ప్రాబ్లం ఇచ్చినా కానీ ఇది కంపల్సరీ విచ్ ఈజ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఆల్ దోస్ స్టాండర్డ్ లిమిట్స్. Now see the limit theta tends to 0 cos of pi theta divided by sin theta. So cos of pi theta by sin theta. Now here how to apply the limit for this? So here the inner function is there for cos, that is you need to apply the limit for this interior or internal function. So here it is a cos of pi theta divided by sin theta is there. Now we can write this as a limit theta tends to 0. Now say this is a cos of, so we can write it as pi divided by sin theta by theta. Now so this is a cos of, you can apply the limit in the internally. So limit theta tends to 0, pi is pi only, divided by limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta form. Now already we know that sin theta by theta is 1, so that it is cos of pi divided by limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta is 1. So this is finally cos pi value is minus 1. So cos pi is minus 1. So limit x tends to 0 square root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x by x. So if we apply the limit x tends to 0, then the denominator part is 0, and so then the numerator cannot be divided with this 0. And is there any direct formula? No. So that so we need to rationalize the numerator. So first of all rationalize the numerator. Let's see what happens. So it is a 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x by x. So that if we rationalize the numerator, so we may get that into some factorization, or it may convert into some formula. So this is root of 1 plus sin x, so minus, so we can write it as a plus or square root of 1 minus sin x by root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Now so you can observe the numerator part, that is limit x tends to 0, it is a minus b into a plus b, so that it is 1 plus sin x root of 1 plus sin x whole square and square root gets cancelled, minus, now it is 1 minus sin x whole square root of, this is 1 minus sin x only, divided by x into, and this is as it is 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Now limit x tends to 0. Now so this is 1 plus sin x minus 1 plus sin x, right, divided by x into square root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Now so here minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, sin x plus sin x is there, so that is 2 sin x. So limit x tends to 0, now it is 2 into sin x by x into, now the remaining part is root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Now so here it is f of x into g of x form. So here you need to apply the limit for both. 2 is a constant, so 2 into limit x tends 0 sin x by x is 1 into 1 divided by, so as x goes to 0, 1 by, now so this is 1 by 1 root of 1 plus sin 0 is 0 plus root of 1 minus sine 0 is 0. So finally this is, so 2 into 1 by 2. 1 plus 0 is 1, root of 1 is 1, 1 minus 0 is 1, root of 1 is 1. So this finally 1. So the answer for this problem is 1. So now let's see some problems from exercise 8c. The first one, so the first problem that can be done easily by you. Then see the second problem. So it is a limit x tends to pi by 2 and it is a cos x by x minus pi by 2. Now, so what is our first method? So first you need to apply the limit directly. Then what happens? So it is cos pi by 2 means 0 and denominator is also 0. So we cannot divide the 0 with 0. So that so you need to factorize or convert it into some formula. Now, so here it may not convert into a formula directly. See here we need to convert this into a formula by substitution method. So let us consider or put x minus pi by 2 is some other variable like it is y. Then so this implies x value is pi by 2 plus y, right? Pi by 2 plus y. Then y goes to 0 as x goes to pi by 2. So compulsory y value of 0 అయిపోతుంది, x value pi by 2 ఉన్నప్పుడు y value 0 అవుతుంది. Now so total problem ని మనం y లో కన్వర్ట్ చేద్దాం. So the given function is given limit x tends to pi by 2, it is cos of x by x minus pi by 2. Now so substitute all those values. Now so it is limit x tends to x becomes y tends to 0, x pi by 2 ఉన్నప్పుడు y 0 అయింది కదా. And cos of x means x can be written as pi by 2 plus y. So it is pi by 2 plus y by now x minus pi by 2, that can be written as y. Now so this is limit y tends to 0. Now cos of 90 plus theta, so 90 plus theta means second quadrant. In second quadrant cos is negative and so it is the ratio is changing to sine. So this is sine y by y, right? So it is a minus. So limit y tends to 0, sine y by y is 1. So finally the answer is minus 1. Sine y by y. So variable is anything, but it is in the form of sine theta by theta, and theta goes to 0, then it is always 1. And second one, so limit x tends to 0. Now so it is a sine of x by x into cos x. Now so we can write this as limit x tends to 0. So it is a sine ax by x, separate this in sine ax by x and into limit x tends to 0, 1 by cos x, right? Now sine ax by ax model, so here a is not present, so that to multiply and divide a. As x goes to 0, then ax is also goes to 0, so therefore it is, so a into x goes to 0, sine ax by x is 1 into this is also 1 by 1 and it is 1. So finally it is a. So the answer is a. Limit x tends to 0 cos x is 1 అయిపోతుంది, 1 by 1 means it is 1 only. So ఈ ఫార్ములా ఉన్నప్పుడు sin ax by x అని అనుకున్నాడు, so directly the answer is a only. Or tan bx by x is there, so answer is b. So directly, so you can write so like that. Next fourth problem, limit x tends to 1, sin of x minus 1 by x square minus 1. If you put x equals to 1 directly, then it is sin of 0 by 1 square minus 1, means it is 0. So 0 by 0, then it becomes an indeterminate form. So that also we need to factorize. So here x square minus 1 is there, so x square minus 1 or 1 square, that can be written as a minus b into a plus b form. So this becomes limit x tends to 1, so sin of x minus 1 whole divided by x minus 1 into x plus 1, right? Now so here we can separate like this. So limit x tends to 1. Now so this is sine of x minus 1 by x minus 1 into 1 by x plus 1. Now so up to here it is as x goes to 1 and x minus 1 goes to 0, right? So sin theta by theta form lo convert అయిపోయింది. So limit x tends to 1 sin theta by theta form, so therefore it is directly 1 into, now so limit x tends to 1, 1 by x plus 1 means 1 by 1 plus 1. So this is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2. Or here you can write no problem. Say x minus 1 goes to 0, x goes to, as x goes to 1 also. So finally it should be in the form of sin theta by theta, and theta is always goes to 0. Then only we need to express that expression as 1. Now fifth problem. Limit x tends to 0, sine of a plus bx minus sine of a minus bx whole divided by x. Now as x goes to 0, then denominator 0, so that we need to factorize. So in the numerator it contains trigonometric ratios, so we cannot factorize them. So directly see here we need to recall some formulae from transformations, trigonometric ratios and up to transformations, right? So it is in the form of, let it be this is c and it is d. So we have a formula that is sin c minus sin d, right? Sin c minus sin d is equals to 2 into cos of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. ఈ ఫార్ములా నేర్చుకున్నాం కదా ట్రిగోనోమెట్రీలో ఫస్ట్ చాప్టర్, I mean say it is the 6th chapter. So sin c minus sin d can be written as 2 into cos of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. So therefore the problem that can be written as limit x tends to 0. Now so sin c minus sin d, that is 2 into cos of c plus d by 2, means it is c and this is d, c plus d, so it is a plus bx plus a minus bx by 2 into sin of c minus d, అంటే అవుతుంది a plus bx minus of this, so that it is minus a plus bx అవుతుంది, minus of కదా c minus of d, so it is whole divided by x, right? So for the first function here bx and bx gets cancelled, here a and a will be out. Then next, so this is limit x tends to 0. So this is 2 into cos of a plus a by 2, so it is 2a by 2 into sin of bx plus bx, so this is 2bx by 2 whole divided by x. Now so here it is 2 gets cancelled, 2 out. Then so it is a is a constant, so that it is limit x tends to 0. Now it is 2 into cos a అవుతుంది, cos a into sin of bx is there, so sin bx by x is there. See, so finally we can write it as, so limit x tends 0, 2 into cos a is a constant, therefore it is as it is 2 cos a into, now sin of bx by x is there. So ఇంతకుముందు ఒక ఫార్ములా sin of ax by x ఉన్నప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్ a అవుతుంది, సో it is bx by x is there, so then it is p అవుతుంది. Therefore this is 2 into b cos a, 2 into b cos a. So sin bx by x as x goes to 0 is b. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ sin 2x by x ఉంది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ 2 అవుతుంది, 3x ఉంటే 3. సో లైక్ దట్. Now next problem 6th, you can now see the 7th one. So limit x tends to 0, so e to the power of 7x minus 1 divided by x. Now so this is the formula, it is in the form of e power x minus 1 by x, right? E power x minus 1 by x is so 1, but here instead of x 7x is there, so that you need to make this denominator is also x, so that you need to multiply the numerator and denominator with x, it is enough. So this is e power 7x minus 1 by 7 into x, 7 into x చేస్తున్నట్టు న్యూమరేటర్ 7తో మల్టిప్లై చేయాలి. Now ఇప్పుడు x goes to 0, 7x goes to 0, sorry 7x goes to 0, so therefore then so this quantity become 1 into constant is there 7, So the answer is 7 for this. E power 7x is there. Ikkada 7x unnarukondi direct 1 అయిపోయింది, but only here x is there. Okay, so that so you need to make the denominator as 7x. For that multiply and divide with 7. Now next in the similar model, so this is limit x tends to 0. It is e to the power of 3 plus x minus e to the power of 3 divided by x. Now so this is limit x tends to 0. Here e power 3 plus x is there. Now we can write it as e power 3 into e power x minus e to the power of 3 divided by x. So here e power 3 is a constant, so that it is e power 3 into limit x tends to 0. The remaining part is e to the power of x minus 1 by x. So already we know this is a formula. Limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is so 1. E power 3 into 1 is e power 3 eq. So that so you need to remember the formula. E power x minus 1 by x as x goes to 0 is 1. And ninth one, limit x tends to 0, e to the power of x minus e to the power of 3 by x minus 3. If we apply the limit directly, also there is a problem. So it is a limit x tends to, so then it is 0. So this is not a 0, 3. Now so limit x tends to 3 is 0. Now so the denominator is x minus 3. If we substitute x is goes to 3, then it will be 0. So 0 by 0 indeterminate form. So we need to factorize. So you cannot factor this exponentials. So you need to create like a e power x minus 1 by x form. So that e power 3 in common this one. E power 3 is common from the numerator. Therefore it is e power x by e power 3 means e power x minus 3 avutundi. Minus 1 by x minus 3. So you can observe. So here it is e power 3 is a constant. Now so here x tends to here we can express this as the limit x tends to 3 as x minus 3 tends to 0. X tends to 3 and x minus 3 0 అయిపోతుంది. So that it is e power x minus 3 minus 1 by x minus 3. ఎలా ఉంది? e power x minus 1 by x మోడల్ ఉంది. Like it is x minus 3 ని y అనుకుందాం. e power y minus 1 by y form. e power y minus 1 by y is 1 only. So finally it is e power 3 into 1. e power 3 into 1 is e power 3 or eq. So this is x tends to 3. Sorry, not it is 0, it is 3. Now the 10th one, limit x tends to 0, e to the power of sin x minus 1 by x is there. So directly you cannot write the answer for this is 1. If it is e power sin x minus 1 by sin x is 1, or e power x minus 1 by x is also 1. But so these two are different. So it is a trigonometric ratio and it is algebraic function is there. So you need to convert this into sin x. So we cannot express this x as sin x directly. So there is a chance to express e power sin x minus 1 by sin x by divide the numerator as well as denominator with sin x. So limit x tends to 0. Now it is e to the power of sin x minus 1 by sin x whole divided by x by sin x. So if we cancel sin x, then the problem is as it is. Now so this is limit x tends to 0, e power sin x minus 1 by sin x is 1, and limit x tends to 0, x by sin x aina sin x by x aina 1 avutundi. So finally this is 1. Okay, limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1 kada, or we can write it as x by sin x is also 1. If possible you can write it as 1 by sin x by x model, or no problem, limit x tends to 0, x by sin x is also 1, limit x tends to 0, x by tan x is also 1. Roman 2 first problem. So evaluate the limit x tends to 1, 2x minus 1 into root x minus 1 by 2x square plus x minus 3. Now if we substitute the limit x tends to 1, then it is 2 minus 1 root 1 minus 1 means 0, and it is 2 plus 1 minus 3. So it is again 0 by 0 indeterminate form. So here it is a quadratic expression in the denominator. So try to factorize that 2x square plus x minus 3. It is 2 into minus 3, so minus 6. So minus 6 can be written as 2x square plus x minus 3 in factorization. That is 2x square plus 3 into minus 2, right? Okay, 3x minus 2x minus 3. Okay, now say from the first two terms x only common, x times of 2x plus 3, and here minus 1 is common, then it is 2x plus 3. So if we take 2x plus 3 is common, then it is 2x plus 3 into x minus 1. So the factors for this is x minus 1 into 2x plus 3. So therefore it is a limit x tends to 1, 2x minus 1 into root x minus 1 by x minus 1 into 2x plus 3. Again there is a problem. There is no common factor. So it is 2x minus 1, 2x plus 3 is there. Root x minus 1 and it is x minus 1 is there. So that next what you have to do? So we can rationalize the numerator. Root x radicals, so we need to express it as free from radicals. So that rationalize the numerator. So multiply and divide the root x plus 1. So this is limit x tends to 1. Now so this is as it is 2x minus 1 into root a minus b into a plus b. So root x square minus 1 square means it is x minus 1 by x minus 1 into 2x plus 3 into root of x plus 1. Now so we got a common factor, that is x minus 1 in the numerator and denominator. Now so you can apply the limit. So common factor cancel and limit applies. So it is x tends to 1. This is 2 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 3. This is a root of 1 plus 1. So 2 minus 1. So it is 1 divided by 5 into 2. So it is 1 by 10. So the limit for this problem is 1 by 10. So dear students, so we will do the remaining problems in the next lecture. So try to solve all these problems which we are discussed in this session. Thank you.